Yo, Big D here with some wheeling and dealing just 3 days before the NFL draft in Kansas City. Before I tell you about today's blockbuster move, please start to like and share to the Spunky Spectrum Sports YouTube page where you not only see my streams but also see the videos that I upload on the Big D podcast. And speaking of the Big D podcast, you know it's NFL draft week, so you know there'll be more episodes. There'll be all kinds of episodes potentially today, tomorrow, even Wednesday potentially. So this is a crazy week, one of my favorite weeks of the year. I think my mom hates NFL draft week because she knows how much I'm involved with it. But now 15 years ago, the Green Bay Packers traded Brett Favre to the New York Jets. And at that time, it seemed like Brett Favre was done with the Packers. He retired and then came back. The Packers didn't want anything. They wanted Aaron Rodgers. And then they ended up trading to the Jets when Favre wanted to play for the Vikings. But Green Bay wouldn't let that happen. And today, you could almost say the same thing happened because today, the Green Bay Packers trade Aaron Rodgers to the New York Jets. Jets, just got another old Green Bay quarterback. Let me see if I can read the trade compensation. The New York Jets receive Aaron Rodgers, pick number 15, and a 2023 fifth rounder. The Packers get pick number 13 in Thursday's NFL draft, a 2023 second rounder, a sixth rounder, a conventional 2024 second round pick that becomes a 1 if Aaron Rodgers plays 65% of the snaps. It seems like Brett Favre 2.0 trade. I mean, it's not quite what Green Bay got back in return for Favre. They only got like a conditional fourth round pick, but I know what Jet fans are thinking when they heard this move. Holy, you know what? We're going to win the Super Bowl. The Jets finally got their Joe Namath quarterback. We're going to win the Super Bowl. Here's what I would say, Jet fans. Relax. Relax. You know, for how great Aaron Rodgers has been the past 15 years, he's only been to one Super Bowl. One. And when I thought about this trade, I'm like, this trade could have happened 2 months ago. Because a lot of the parameters of this deal have been in place for weeks, months. But they just needed to dot the I, cross the T. Both teams finally dotted the I, crossed the T's, and made this move. So, obviously, from a New York standpoint, you get a future Hall of Fame quarterback who might have 1 year left in the tank. But if you're the Jets, that 1 year might be getting you to the Super Bowl. And yes, Jet fans are probably thinking this is Tom Brady all over again. He's going to lead us to the promised land. Well, a couple differences. One, Tom Brady was going to the team with an offensive mind head coach, 2,000 plus yard receivers, and a really good defense. The Jets have a really good defense. I love Garrett Wilson, love Brees Hall. But we don't know how good Robert Saleh is as a head coach. I mean, we know Rob Saleh is a great defensive coach, but is he going to help quarterbacks? And yes, the Jets do have the Daniel Hackett, Aaron Rodgers, old OC in Green Bay as the OC, but I don't know. I don't know how good Robert Saleh is. Rodgers doesn't know the division near as well. You're not playing the Detroit Lions, Chicago Bears, and Minnesota Vikings twice a year. You're playing the Buffalo Bills, Miami Dolphins, and New England Patriots. Let's see. The Buffalo Bills, Let's see. Josh Allen, he's pretty good. Miami, they've got a great young head coach, Mike McDaniel. 2,000 plus yard receivers in Tyreek Hill and Jalen Water, and a team getting better all the time. And then New England, oh yeah, they've got that Bill Belichick guy. I think he's only won like 6 Super Bowls, right? I mean, the Jets have the fourth best coach in that division, and yeah, I mean they couldn't have really gotten any worse quarterback play from Zach Wilson. But who's to say Aaron Rodgers will make them better? The Jets have got what, the NFL's longest playoff drought. I think it's been since 2010 since New York has been to the playoffs. So, I know Jet fans are thinking, "Oh, we're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl." Well, not exactly. So, last year, Aaron Rodgers not good, not good at all. And secondly, there will be huge expectations, whether fair or unfair, on Aaron Rodgers. They think he'll be the linchpin, but the Jets have. I feel like the Jets and the Giants are opposite. The Giants are a modern franchise, consistent franchise. You really don't see a lot of bad news. You see a lot of professionalism. The Jets feel like an eternal teenager. They feel like somebody. They feel like maybe a confident, maybe too confident. They celebrate a divisional win, like it's a Super Bowl. Remember Rex Ryan? It seemed like anytime he could beat on Bill Belichick, he celebrated like the New York won a Super Bowl. Well, I mean, I don't think the other teams in that division will intimidate. I know Jeff Play was happy. I've already seen Sauce Gardner and Brees Hall tweet out how much they like Aaron Rodgers. Probably they like a better quarterback, but the New York Jets are going to be a soap opera. I bet. How much you want to bet the Jets are going to end up on Hard Knocks, which means we're going to see every single highlight from Rodgers, from Salah, Wilson, Gardner, Woody Johnson. The the Jets are going to be the perfect team because they're going to be a soap opera on Broadway, and the whole NFL world is going to see them. I mean, they're going to be on prime time. The Jets. This is a total Jet move. I mean, where does this move put the Jets? I mean, I don't think the Jets are in the. I don't think the Jets are favoring the AFC East. They're not better than Buffalo, not better than Miami. And you could argue with Bill Bryan and New England, they're not better than the Pats. I mean, I still like the Jets' offense line. Yeah, they got better, but is Aaron Rodgers going to all of a sudden turn back the clock and become 25-year-old Aaron Rodgers? And plus, yeah, I like the Jets receivers. I love me Garrett Wilson. I think Allen was always an underappreciative tight end or wide receiver, excuse me. Does a little bit of everything. Corey Davis, Tyler Conklin, of course, with Brees Hall. But the Jets' offensive line's not great, and now there's going to be huge expectation on the Jets this year. If the Jets don't win, it could be Robert Sala's last head coaching job. It basically feels like 2008 all over again. And we know what happened. Yeah, Brett Favre and the Jets started off great, beat New England, beat an undefeated Titan team, and the Jets collapsed like they always do. Now, true, Brett Favre's almost out, but um, this is going. The Jets are going to be, if not one of the biggest NFL storylines this year, quite possibly the biggest, seeing what happens with Rodgers and Gang Green. Of course, you look at it from Aaron Rodgers' standpoint, where does he in an AFC quarterbacks? Because is he better than Pat Mahomes? No. Joe Burrow? No. Josh Allen? No. Justin Herbert? No. Trevor Lawrence? No. Maybe not even Deshaun and Lamar if they're healthy and focused. I don't think this is Tom Brady going to the Bucs. Because Tom Brady, even though he was 40 something years old, still had a ton of gas in the tank. I mean, we've seen Aaron Rodgers not show up for all these off-season workouts. Tom Brady was doing workouts at high schools, parking lots, wherever he could. Aaron Rodgers would host Jeopardy. And I feel like Aaron Rodgers almost too safe. Sometimes he wouldn't make the aggressive play. He would just throw away the ball. Like I've seen Aaron Rodgers lead the league in like throwaways. And look at Aaron Rodgers' last 3 playoff winner-take-all games. He lost to a 40-something-year-old Tom Brady and a warm-weather Tampa Bay team in Lambeau. Jimmy Garoppolo, one-armed Jimmy Garoppolo in Lambeau, and Jared Goff, who can't play when it's 65 degrees at home. So he lost to Tom Brady and a warm-weather Buck team at home. One-armed Jimmy Garoppolo and Jared Goff. Aaron Rodgers is not good in the clutch. You see these quarterbacks. I mean, we saw Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. He looked great in the clutch. You saw Jalen Hurts in the playoffs. Oh, he looked great. Aaron Rodgers is not good in the clutch. You think, and in a much harder division with huge expectations, I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is it. I really think that, and if this trade goes wrong for the Jets, this soap opera could go really bad. Now for the Packers. Obviously, this ends, a 31 year stretch with Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. I mean, other than maybe the 49ers going from Joe Montana to Steve Young, I mean, how many teams can go from one surefire legend to another? But for all of Green Bay's quarterback success, Favre and Aaron Rodgers combined to win 2 Super Bowls. 2. Is that a little disappointing? The Packers only lifting the Lombardi Trophy twice in twice in the last 55 years. And Packers seeing a lot of Aaron Rodgers struggles. And maybe if you're Green Bay, you're thinking it's time. It's time we see what Jordan Love can do because Aaron Rodgers waited 3 years while Brett Favre wind down his career as a Packer. Well, Jordan Love's been waiting for 3 years, and now he's got his chance. So Packer fans can finally see whether or not Jordan Love can play. Another reason why Green Bay could make this move, the Packers got a first-round pick swap. They went from 15 to 13. A second-round pick, 42 from the Jets. A conditional second-round pick that will likely become a first. And also get out of Aaron Rodgers' contract, which was way player friendly. You saw, I mean, Jalen Hurts' contract was definitely far more team friendly. Even Pat Mahomes' $500 million deal was far team friendly, giving the Chiefs financial flexibility to make moves, have a strong offensive line, defense, running game, whatever. So, it is going to be interesting to see what happens in Jordan Love this year. I don't know what it'll be. I don't think it'll be great. I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be in like that 2021 range. Quarterbacks, he's not going to be better than Aaron Rodgers, but if you're the Packers, see what Jordan Love can do. If Jordan Love plays well, then maybe the Packers could give him a team-friendly deal. If not, you get rid of him either this year or next year. Maybe draft one of these guys. I mean, I don't know if the Packers would be bad enough to get Caleb Williams or Drake May, but they may have more draft capital and making a move now. And now with the Packers picking at 13, I mean, it would be fitting the year after the week the Packers traded Aaron Rodgers, they start drafting offensive skill piece. Maybe Michael Meyer, the tight end from Notre Dame, or Jackson Smith and Jigba, the wide receiver from Ohio State, could be there at lucky 13. So I don't think Green Bay's out. I mean, yeah, Detroit sure looks like the favorite. I mean, Minnesota won't go 11-0 in one-score games, and the Bears are who we thought they will. But I think Green Bay will definitely be in contention this year. Love me some Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, but obviously this is going to hurt Green Bay's pass catchers. And by the way, for your dynasty or fantasy football players, I've already heard a few tweets about Garrett Wilson, who racked the rookie from Ohio State last year. Wilson caught 83 passes for 1,103 yards, 4 touchdowns, with a quarterback room that finished last in total QBR. And they go from those pampered misfits to Aaron Rodgers. And if Aaron Rodgers plays like he did a couple years ago, Garrett Wilson will be a fantasy monster this year. So the soap opera continues with the Jets. I mean, maybe what the Jets should do is have a State Farm commercial with Joe Namath and Aaron Rodgers. That would that would be fitting, right? Joe Namath and Aaron Rodgers. So the old number 12 and the current number 12 in Gang Green. Ooh. I mean, Joe Namath's on TV with his commercial. Aaron Rodgers on TV. Maybe they should just join forces. And obviously, the Jets still have a first round pick. They're at 15, so it could end up. I mean, I think the Jets need to upgrade that offensive line. So maybe I don't think Peter Sawinski or Paris Johnson will be there, but maybe Jones, the tackle from Georgia, or Wright, the tackle from Tennessee, will be there. But Aaron Rodgers is going to need help on that O line, and I think the Eagles are going to have to upgrade that position this week in Kansas City. So the fireworks started early this week. Aaron Rodgers is now a Jet. So thank you for tuning in, and hopefully we have more fireworks this week because you know me, I love trades. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.